And welcome back to Medieval Engineers. We are playing today. I've added about 21, 22, 23 new mods, and we're just going to get to it. I also did a few things. I pasted in, using F10, a couple of blueprints. I did a regular house there, and I did a tavern way out there. The tavern is where the road goes by, if you want to look at the map. This road, the tavern, is right there, and that house is approximately right there on the edge of the forest. These are little markers that help me kind of get a feel for my surroundings. Let me go ahead and turn the music up a bit, because you can't hear it hardly at all. And then let me go over to my desktop audio and turn that up a bit. Okay. Actually, I'm going to turn it up even more. I don't know if it's my, something I did with the sound settings or what, but just having a little bit of trouble hearing that, so, okay. There we go. I hope that balance is okay. I think it looks okay, according to the levels. Okay, so. I mean, I guess we could just harvest this residual wheat over here. Now, there's a few things I want to do today. Oops, shit. Okay. Hold on. Let me just, I just put some clay in here. Yeah, I'll just do that. Okay, and then I'll grab those wheats. I do like this object that pops down on the ground like that. Okay, and so I want to work on the village today, but the main thing is to try to get through these quests, as usual. So, I'm going to try to store. This is pretty darn full, to be honest. I don't even have the ability to store basic things anymore. Yep, we're basically out of room here, so I can consolidate those. I can burn the couple of my old wood tools here. Wood shovel as well. Okay. But maybe we should go ahead and go on an adventure first. How about? So let's let me go up here. Place. What can I place in here? Place like I could do sticks in here. Oh wow, my inventory really shrunk. What the hell happened with that? That ain't good. I could have lost things. I might have lost stuff. What happened with my inventory shrinking like that? Did they change something, some setting on the game? Tell you what, I can't risk this. Let me load this back right where we were. Let me edit settings 4 times. Boy, I think something changed, some mod changed or something. I'm gonna have to max that out, and we're gonna have to get our inventory down manually. I'm gonna have to reload, guys. I'm really sorry about that. That really peeves me off that somebody changed that. I mean, I should really do better inventory management anyway. Like, I should carry less things on me. And it could have been a mod. Could have been the game itself, because my inventory capacity was like 160 something, which was really high. And then it was like 80 something, so it's like it got cut in half. I wonder if that wasn't a bug in the release of the game previously, that maybe there was like some issue where they had doubled it for some reason and then they cut it back in half. So we'll have to see, but either way, I really don't want to lose that inventory. Now where'd the house go? Off to the right. That's weird. That's really weird. I might have to do this yet again. Well, we'll see what happens when we load this up here, but this is kind of annoying. Sorry about that. Okay, so actually the house did load, and you know, we've got our massive inventory. I've only got 84 though. Well, I'm just gonna have to assume it's fine. Now, I will probably need to do more inventory management, and I think I will do that this episode, and the next episode I will cut my inventory size way down to like 80, like it was when I loaded up. It had been 160 though, so I'm worried still that I lost inventory, but I'm just gonna try to ignore that for now, and we're gonna go on an adventure today. I figured so we've got one trader's map, one adventurer's map, and one hatter's map. Let's do one scribe's map, and then that's basically all the maps I can do for now. Okay, and then I will take the adventure trader's map, I guess, or the journeyman's map. Let's do the journeyman's map. So it's half a region's distance go northwest. That's really close. That's like right over here. A region is one of these. Half a region, so it's like right up here. So it's like right over by that tavern. And I think, because I have a building here, can I just transport there? No. It's because I don't have anything connecting this to that. So if I claim the land in between here and there through land claim blocks, I think I could do that. And I will eventually do that. Peas, that's good. I need to refurbish my hand plow there. But, you know, the point is you can... Oh, it says I'm very close now. Wow, that ended up being extremely close by. That is crazy. Northeast, even. Wow. Hardly ever get them that close by. I got linseed oil and a even better axe, steel axe, and a bronze pickaxe, which is very, basically, similar quality to the iron pickaxe. Okay, so let's go and do the scribe's treasure map now. Half a kingdom, that's more consistent. Oh, we got damage occurring somewhere. Looks to be the tavern over here. I guess let's go check that out. It's roughly in the direction we need to go anyway. And we need to get to that road because we want to fast travel, right? Keep picking up these stone piles if I see them. Maybe try to avoid most mundane plants. I wonder if a barbarian isn't just attacking the inn. Although, it could be a reference. See, so okay, let me explain this. I didn't explain it yet. I blueprint pasted a few buildings in, and I put this tavern in once, and then it was in the wrong place, so I destroyed it, but I didn't finish destroying it apparently. And so now, what's remaining is being viewed as war, the effects of war. Look at that, all this stuff here. It's pretty cool, but all this is going to disappear in about 3 or 4 minutes, so we'll see what's left when I get back, but it's not anything I did, so that's good. Okay, so we have to go half kingdom to the northwest. So northwest, we probably want to be up here somewhere. Now, in order to get there, I'm going to have to eat food. Alright, let's try that now. Northeast, okay. So let's try up here. And again, I'm going to have to eat food. But now I should be able to do it. Okay. And region to the northwest. Okay, so we're within walking distance now, basically. And so I'm just going to go this way. And in the meantime, I'm going to open my inventory. You can auto walk by just pressing T. And I'm going to make some more salads as we go here. I don't really think I'm exhausting any particularly exotic food sources, although this mangold looks interesting. And is this, what is that, a leek? These are new crops for me. I think what happened with the crops, by the way, is that more and more of them unlocked as I got more quests completed. So I think it has to do with the quests being completed is why I'm getting more crop diversity now. And I'm just going to pick a few of these different ones that I haven't gotten yet. So I'd like to be able to grow a wide variety of crops back home. We don't need the cherries or the roots. Or the mushrooms for that matter, but I'll get them anyway. I'm a good sport. Alright, 2 mushrooms here. And, you know, well, I thought there's going to be more copper. Alright. Well, anyway. And I'm still wanting to head northwest, so let's try to stay a little bit more focused here with just rare diversions to pick something up. And we should be getting... Okay, now it's half a region's distance, so we're getting close. Now these things are, as I pointed out quite explicitly in my last series, my Medieval Engineer series on the multiplayer server, these are very good sources of resources, especially in the early game. And so you want to get a few of these, especially if you're looking for... There are at least one, and possibly more, unique schematics that you can only get through treasure hunting. So it's almost, I don't want to say a mandatory part of the game, but if you want to build the king statue, vanilla king statue, you know, the stone one, you're going to have to find the king statue schematic in a trader's chest in the wilderness, like this. And it would be amazing if we got it the first time. I'd be very, very surprised if we get a king's statue schematic, but we'll see. So we're still at the half region point, and then eventually it's going to say you are within sight. What the hell is a mangold anyway? I think they made that one up. Alright. So heading off this way. Running out of stamina there. Alright, and then, oh, oops, I went way past it there. I went too far north, so I'm heading southwest to compensate. And it should be pretty close, yep. Slightly to the west, okay. By the way, is this a tin deposit? Yes, it is. Can I find some tin? Yes, I can. I'd mine some, but well, I should mine some, really. I don't want to get so distracted from this treasure, though. Stones and tin are hard to distinguish sometimes. Alright. Let me just get the treasure, and then I'll head back and get that tin. There we go. Okay, so we got palisade gates and better furnishings. I think I already know both of those. We also got a piece of a treasure map, so I could potentially make another map. But I'm going to go ahead and grab some of this tin real quick, because I don't have any back home. This allows us to make bronze if we combine it with copper, and if we just make it on its own, it's tin. Although tin, I don't know if it has a purpose other than being made into bronze in this game, so... It's got a really neat texture, and I like that. Okay, and that's probably, you know, probably good enough there. Come on, game. So before I started playing today, I actually tried to record a video a second ago before this one, and I ended up destroying all my buildings in the world because I tried to load a water mod, and it basically had the effect of destroying the entire world and redoing it with water in it, you know, which is a cool idea, but obviously breaks a game that's already been started. So I had to go back and get rid of that mod and live without it. I hate carving into the road like this. I do want some of that tin. Yeah, it's fine. You know, people will understand, I think. Okay, and so how am I doing on inventory? We're doing okay. We're about halfway. Alright, so let's grab... We can do another map, and I kind of want to do another scribes, but... I'm going to do a journeyman's. Oh, I can do two. Oh. Maybe not. Let me just get these together here. Oh, salad is what the issue was. Okay, so I can do that. Okay, so I do have the Journeyman's map there. Great. Okay, now, let's just do the Hatter map, because I'm very curious what this is going to give me. So, half kingdom, mostly south here. And I'm going to need to eat a little bit here, and then I'm going to go map, and half kingdom. So let's just try right around this intersection. And region north now, so I went a little too far. So one region north would be right around here somewhere. And still wants me to go northwest, so let's just walk it at this point, because we know we're not that far off. 1710 there, that's not bad. I'm starting to run a little bit low on food, actually, because I haven't spent a whole lot of time preparing for a journey of this length, so the thing to do when you start running out of food is start picking food and eating it. This is going to be more 10, I thought, but apparently not. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. More 10, so I can get even more 10 here, which is great. Okay, and then continuing northwest. And now it's half a region, so we know that it's going to be like right up here somewhere. And I cannot fast travel there without being next to a road. More 10, I don't know where that came from. Oh, here's a 10 deposit, maybe it's from that. Okay. So we should be getting, you know, somewhat close here. At some point, again, it'll change to say it is within sight now. There's a forest coming in there. And this is the Hatter's chest, so we're very curious what this is going to give us. I have no idea. It could be a armor item. It could be a decorative hat. Just don't know. But I will soon. These herbs are edible. I'm not sure about the garlic. Getting a weird flash kind of thing going on there. You see that? Not sure what that was. North. Is it within sight now? My shadow looks very strange. Looks like I'm carrying this above my head on my shadow. A little bit north. There it is. Okay, and we got the crown. And it says right click to equip. I've never equipped a hat in this game. And we crashed, of course. I was worried about that. Well, maybe I'll get the crown, but not wear it. Let's see here. Okay, so we'll load world. 522 to 527. Okay, so we're gonna lose about 3 to 4 minutes, I would say, of this video. But that's okay. So let's see what happens when we load this in. I hope I don't lose all that 10 we mined. I was worried about that crash happening. I knew that mods can be a little unstable. Okay, this is actually where we were just starting to mine that tin. So that means we did get the scribe's treasure. Now we're mining the tin. And that's fine. The hat could now be in a completely different location. So I'm cool with that. And we are right on the road, so it shouldn't be too hard to get back to wherever we want to go. But maybe I should just do the hat one off camera if it's going to crash like that. Or I could get find the thing and save. That way, if we do crash, it's a lot more local. Oh, hi R.A. Freustein. Thank you for commenting on the video. I appreciate that. Okay, so we have reloaded, and let's check on the total amount of 10 that we have in our inventory. We have 12. We ended up getting 27, so I feel like we need to get a little bit more to compensate. And then let's do one more map, and then head back home. I do want to get going back home so I can do some more quests before I finish this particular episode. But that should be a pretty good amount of 10 there. I'll just dig my way out of this little area. Come on, game. Come on. There we go. Come on. There we go. There's 10 as well. That one's done. Okay, so let's see here. So why don't we maybe do... Maybe I'll do the trader's map instead, just to be on the safe side. Okay, southeast. Half a kingdom. Southeast. Let's try here first. Okay, we can't go that far. Let me just eat a couple times, and now I'll try. Half kingdom, still southeast. Okay, so let's try down here. And half a region goes south, so we're very close, actually. So, and I will eat along the way. A little bit there, and a little bit more later. And let's see what this gives us. I love these traders maps because they tend to give us money and valuables. As you can see, by the way, I disabled the Gothic 3 soundtrack, even though I love that, and I might put it back in at some point. But I wanted to get a feel for the vanilla music now that they've added some variation based on where you're at in the world. Southwest. So it's probably south-southwest here. And, you know, it's no more than half a region, but we might be getting to that within sight threshold really soon here. And I'm getting really exhausted here with my stamina. Southwest. Okay, so we're back to southwest. So it's probably right down here somewhere. And it is within sight now. What's the south? South-southwest. Okay. A little bit to the southwest. There it is. Okay. Whoa, look at all that. Lettuce or cabbage seeds. Cloth, that's really valuable. Rope, very useful. A treasure map. Harvested lavender, which I think is modded. Baby's breath to lure butterflies, which I think is modded. Fireflies, modded. Deer pelt, deer, and antler. Okay, that's amazing. That was a really good chest. Alright, can I do another one now? Yes, I can. I'm gonna do another traders. And get rid of those. Okay, so it's gonna do the trader map now. Let's just see if it's close by. If it's close by, I'll do it. If it's far away, I won't. So 9, so Half Kingdom Way, southwest. I really don't want to go much farther southwest. I guess I'll try. Oh, I'm not next to the road. Okay. So I need to go this direction. Let's get to a road. Which I think it might be closer than the way I came. It seems like I came from the other direction down here. So I'm going to this road, then I'm going to go to the southwest and find how far away I am from this particular treasure, if possible. Or should I just head home and do these later? Maybe let's okay, I'm going to head home. I'm going to do these later. These were fun. They were, you know, mildly enjoyable. I did get quite a good find there, but I think I'd rather do things at home this episode rather than waste time finding more treasures. So I'm going to get to the road and then we're going to go home. It's probably going to be dark when I get home. Just FYI. A little iron patch here. Grab a couple irons if I see them. I think that it's possible they nerfed the amount of surface ores you get now. I'm not sure about that, but they may have. Okay, so let me just travel up to... Oh, that's where the tavern is. Yeah, hold on. Okay, so let me just show you this from back here. So, why is there light there? Oh, that's from the sun, okay. So where's the road? There's the road, okay. And my house and stuff is back here. So if I look at this... Oh, I see what's going on. Okay, so... There are two buildings it recognizes. Probably the tavern and the forest house. I'm guessing. And those will decay over time, by the way, unless I use one of my mods called Euron's Divine Hammer, which makes buildings permanent rather than subject to decay. And it is definitely getting dark, so it's going to be harder and harder to see this. But there's the tavern, so if I look on the map, the tavern's up there. And I believe if I were to explore this way a little bit, we're going to find that the house in the forest is over here. I really don't need these. I just got like a whole heaping group of lettuce seeds. Okay. So yeah, the forest house is going to be right up along this tree line here. Yeah, I don't need any of these at all. Okay. And as you can see somewhere, there's going to be this house right among this forest. Also, you know, probably more important than any of that is the fact, yeah, there's the house, that I was really trying to build this path. And I think it looks really nice the way it's been built here, because it looks like how somebody would actually build a path kind of along the ridges of the land here. And I ran out of durability on my plow to make much more than this, but we're gonna get like sunlight super late up there in the mountains versus down in the valley, so that's kind of cool. But anyway, this path I think is really pretty realistic. I'll have to build a path up to that house, but I'm pretty pleased with it. Obviously, you know, very simple technique. You just get the hand plow out and you just plow the dirt right where you want it, but instead of planting crops, you just leave it barren. So I'm gonna have to connect that path, which basically runs along there. I was trying to connect it up to the road. I'm gonna have to connect it all the way up to here, and that's gonna be a little bit of a process. We'll do some of that. I'm not sure about on camera or not, but we'll definitely get to it at some point. Let's see. That forest up there hasn't grown back, so the part of this forest that I've harvested probably hasn't grown back either. We're back to town. I wish I could sleep. I wish I had a way of sleeping, but we don't, so I'll have to press on with the quest. So let's do transportation. Got planks. Do I have timber on me? I'm not sure that I do. Can I still make timber in my inventory? Yes, I can. So I'll get that going, and then what we're going to do is we need 4 round timber, so I'll get some round timber going. And then I need a catch block. Okay, so I'm going to need a research table anyway, or a crafting table. And that should be... Let's get rid of that. Okay, and then we're going to do the round timbers here. And it's technically inefficient to do it this way because you lose the total amount of production a little bit based on... I only get 6. If I use the table, I get 10, so something to keep in mind. But now that I have those 2 in my inventory, I can create these catch blocks, so I'll do 4 of those. And then it wants 4 wheels, so we'll have to do that. And 2 small stockpiles for logs. And a small stockpile for logs is for timber. And let me just grab one of these. more timber, and then we'll do another one of those. Okay. So I think I've got all I need. It says place the timber. Now, this one is a really tough quest if you don't know what you're doing, so I recommend pressing J and go to transportation here. Now, it says place one timber, so you just kind of mirror what they're doing here. Vertically into the ground. So I'm going to go to I, find my timber, my regular timber, and we're going to place it vertically. And something like that. Okay. Oh, it wants a timber 10. I'm sorry. I'm gonna pick this back up. Okay, it wanted one of these, but it wants the max height. Okay, so there's a timber 10. Although it's gonna be hard to work with it up this high, so we'll have to see. All right, now place 2 stockpiles for logs on top of that. So again, that's why I went with the shorter. I'm gonna do a shorter one, and then I'm gonna get rid of this one. But if you're doing this at home, you know, what it really was trying to tell you is place timber 10 right there, full length timber in the ground, sticking out of the ground a little bit. So this is like it's sticking out of the ground. It's just I have a flat surface, so it's a little easier. Okay, and then what it wants me to do is place the 2 things just back to back like that. So let's get our stockpiles for logs. Now, again, this is a very tricky quest if you haven't done it before. But we're just going to place these facing normal orientation, right, just like that, right on top of there, and a second one right next to it. Right there, I believe. Yes. Okay, and that completes that. Now it says place 4 blocks from this list. Catch blocks, or one-sided catch blocks, or extended catch blocks. And there's a couple ways you can do this. On the front and back corners to attach wheels. So this doesn't really matter for this particular item because it's so rudimentary that all of the different catch block variants would work. This is a regular catch block. It has a circle in the square that's all the way around. You can do a one-sided catch block though and have one side be completely, if you can see that, one side is completely blocked off and the other side is open. Sorry, my phone was ringing there. I will address that later off camera. But anyway, what we're going to do is stick that. And it wants this, let me just kind of go back to this. It wants this to be right down along the bottom, basically, right. The bottom of the catch block being even with the bottom of this thing here. So right about there. So I'm going to do that one there, and I'm going to do this one exactly the same position, symmetrically on the other side, and then same over here. And then we'll just flip that around and do this one right there. And we'll do this one right there. Okay. And that completes that, and then it wants us to place the wheels now, and that's pretty self-explanatory, but I'll go ahead and take a look at this. So place 4 wheels, so we have to, it wants those little ridges on the outside. Now I don't know if that's important or not in terms of mechanics, but it looks nice, and it might work better, I don't really know. So that's 1, 2, and then I'll just flip them around, because that's, no, it automatically flipped them around. So it automatically, I guess, maybe they changed that. They align it now with the catch block. And did that complete the quest? Wow. Okay. So that's it. We did it. And so now what you can do is you can just go up to this little thing, remove it, And then this cart now functions. You can use right click and attach a rope and pull it, or you can just push it or whatever. And I'm going to leave it just sitting right here, because it's kind of a nice little area for it. If I were to push it down this hill, it would go all the way down the hill and possibly collapse and break. Okay, let's do luxury house now. This one I've been kind of dreading because it's kind of complicated, but let's do a luxury house. So basically this is a half-tempered house. So what I'm going to do, let's put it right here. And I'll just dig a little area so it's all even. So this is the terraforming aspect of this village here. So what I'm going for is a really flat plane here. Hard to see what I'm doing in the darkness. I apologize for that. In fact, I should probably just grab a quick couple of torches here. Okay. And with that, I can actually see what I'm doing now at nighttime. Again, no mechanic in this game. Oh, by the way, speaking of torches, you can see the tavern torches lit up there because it's nighttime. I have those automated. That's one of the mods, which can make your torches turn on automatically at night, as if like there's an innkeeper down there turning them on, you know? So that's kind of cool. So that's what I did there. Okay. So with just a little bit more flattening, and then what I want to do is get a nice position for a support. Then I'll put the torch on. So I apologize until that happens. It's going to be a little dark, but I do want to get this nice big area secured for supports and whatnot. Okay, and then I'll have to kind of go through this a little bit more cleanly, but let me just, I think this is pretty good start for this terraforming effort, so let me get a platform down here. Yeah, yep, that'll be good. So I'll put a platform here, and they'll put a torch there. Ah, perfect. And again, the game doesn't seem to recognize that I want a hammer in this slot. Okay, and then let's put the torch down here. Again, I've been doing this a lot in terms of how I start builds and stuff, especially these houses. Let's make this a 3x4, give or take. So this would be the third. So I'm going to have to do, let's put these supports down where I think they should go. So 1, 2, I have to dig a little bit here. And then 3 will be here. And then let me just go one farther this direction. And this helps orient your terraforming too, if you can get the platforms coming down like that. So that's 2x3, and we're just going to go all the way around the perimeter now with these, if I can get them in. Some of these are going to be harder than others. Right there, right there. And then 2 more this direction here. So let's just dig out this dirt here. Oops. Another combat swing. I really want just to get this dirt here. Come on, game. You see that there's dirt there, don't you? Okay, there we go. And then maybe 1 or 2 clicks over here. Get this cleaned up as well. Okay. So that should be sufficient, more or less. Haven't been bothered by barbarians lately. Not sure what the deal is with that. Maybe they're out where I was treasure hunting, looking around for me. But, you know, these support frames give you a really good sense of where you need to terraform if you're doing a town based in a hill like this. So I think it's a really good technique, and it really creates a cool effect on the sloped town. By the way, you know, there are towns everywhere in the world that are built on hills. I went to college in one. I know that a lot of people live in them, you know. They're almost more common than not in certain countries like, you know, Norway and stuff, where there's fjords. Okay. By the way, this hammer is about on its last life here as well. But we're going to just get enough of this going here. I guess what I'll do is I'll come back and we'll finish this in a second, but 2x3, or 3x4 rather, that's good. So 3x4. And then what I'm going to do while I'm up here is I'm going to put these couple tools in the old forge-rooney here. Where did the... Oh, oops. Got to take them out of your inventory. And I'll do the iron axe too, since I found a steel axe. I'll just put the steel axe as my new axe down here. And then what I want to do is put the hammer and the plow in there. I'll put this in here and this in here to burn. Take those sticks back and see if I can get through that. So we'll craft all that we can in this sense. So do all 4 of those. And I'll put some sticks in there as a backup for the fuel. I think I downloaded a mod that automatically douses the fire when it's done crafting, so that'll be helpful. Okay. So now we have sufficient ingots, so I'm going to take these and put them in the smithy and make... I'm going to have a surplus of 2, but I'm going to make another iron hand plow and an iron hammer. We definitely want that hammer. And then I'm going to put my ores over here. We're going to have to do some serious inventory management. I'll either do it off camera or at the end of the episode, but it's definitely a major priority right now. Oh, and I need to make timber. And I'll do some planks as well, because I usually do. Okay, so let that go, and then it did automatically douse. That's really nice. Of course, it started using the sticks again for some reason. I'll take those out. And I'll take these. And let's put those in the old toolbar. Okay. And I will take... I'll leave these. Probably should leave those leathers in there as well. Okay. And we'll take a bunch of that timber and get some of these planks going. Well, I'll let the rest of that go. Okay. So then now what we're going to do, now that we have some building materials and a refreshed hammer, finish that. We'll finish all of these, I guess, real quick. Once I get a steel hammer, by the way, these will be even faster. And we're going to do steel tools probably as the next quest, to be honest. So, but I'm going to finish this luxury housing one first, because it's kind of a pain in the neck, and I just want to get it out of the way. Alright, and then this one, last one. Okay, so now what it wants is half-timbered walls. So, go to this, and we'll do wall. And this is your half-timber wall. This was a mainstay of medieval engineering construction. And let's put the easy ones in first. The ones that we don't need windows and stuff. Because they're on the corner with the landscaping. So I'm going to do 4 of those. And I built that one. And you need 3 clay for each of these, keep in mind. So that's, I guess, what makes it luxury. Now it wants 20 roof tiles. I think I'll make this a 2-story. So then I could put windows on the second one. So let's do this first and foremost and put an entrance here. Should I do there or there? I think I like that better. Okay, and then let's do... Let me just do half timber and see what comes up. And we do have this variant. I thought we had walls with window possibility. Oh, you know what? I realized something. I need to make this a different version of the doorway. That has the actual door on it. Okay. So now the question is, why can't I do a windowed one with window? Window. I want the half timber with window, not any of these. Maybe I have to discover that yet. Well, anyway. Roof tiles need to be made in the kiln, so we'll go over to the kiln and we'll click on that. And we do have plenty of clay in here. I've got some extra clay though, but I'm going to grab most of it because I want that for the half timbered stuff. And we're going to go ahead and do... We'll do 4 of those real quick. They craft fairly quickly. And it should auto douse that. Yes, okay, very good. So then I'll grab those. Okay. Now it wants me to do tile roofs of some sort. But before I do, I need to get this up to the height that I want it. So let's put the more of the... Let me try... I feel like I'm going to crash the game if I do that. Let me just do this for now. I'll experiment with those off camera. Those half-timbered variants. Maybe I'll put a window like along here. So maybe I'll leave a little space for that window. If they even allow me to. Okay. So that's the height that we're going for, and then I guess I'll put one up here as well, just as a means of having a second point of contact, really. Come on, game. There we go. And we're out of timber again. Wow. Probably better put a crafting table down there, huh? Okay, that's the one timber. Let me just, for now, I'll just do that. We're out of logs again, so I'll have to grab some logs from the log stockpile. Not a problem. Okay, but I don't think I need that many timbers to finish what I'm doing. Okay. So now we've got a basic shape that this house is going to be, but let's put some roof tiles. So what we have to do is we have to find these fancy tiled roofs. Alright. And then we'll go up here and use this as a little standing platform, the stockpile. And we'll place this right on top of this guy. No, we almost had it. I think we might be getting some attack music there. Hard to say, really. Okay, there's that one. It wants 4 roof tiles. I'm not sure whether I have enough timber to do that or not. It's 2. We'll do 3. Come on, game. And I think I can afford going out 1. This is just the easiest way to start this project. And then let's get this one in so it's attached. And this last one here. And that should complete the quest. Okay, great. And we'll fill this in later, obviously, but we just wanted to complete the quest for now. I'll probably fill that in off camera, actually. But you can see what I'm going to do is I'm just going to roof it, go down 2 rather, on that side. Okay, so that's that. And then just a couple more. Wooden gate. I'm just going to build it and delete it because I don't really have a use for it right now. I think I have the necessary components mostly. actually have everything I need to build this. That's crazy and rare. Okay, so there's the grand entrance. So let me get rid of that. And slope. Large slope. Okay, so this is a cool block. It's basically a 2x1 triangular formation. And I think the game was thinking you'd put the grand entrance at the top of this, you know. But I don't have a use for it, so I'm just going to delete it. I built it to get the knowledge, but I'm deleting it now. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and do the defensive barriers one, I guess. So just drawbridge. Similar concept here, just a defensive building with a lot of mechanical parts, and we're just going to build it and delete it. I don't even have the timber for it right now. I'm going to grab a few of these logs and start getting timber going. Okay, 16, that should be good. And then let me just put a crafting table down here. And then in the meantime, let's go ahead and get our quests out, and we'll refresh our quest thing. So Master's Tools is going to be steel, so that's important. So we'll start that one. We'll start beekeeping. This is a modded thing, I think. Unless it's been added to vanilla. I'll have to check that, but I'm pretty sure it's modded. Strings, so this is advanced weaving, and it gives us our farm tools. And professions, which is the trading post mod, so that's cool. Fine cuisine gives us a lot more cooking recipes, including some modded ones like apple stuff. And then finally, military, we'll go and we'll do additional block mods. So that's a mod. Military mechanics. I love that when the mods do a quest associated with them. That's how it should be for all of them, in my opinion. Okay, and then we got the military mechanics. So a lot of these twisty type blocks. HGY, which I don't know what that stands for. Stone ceilings. A different type of stone ceiling. Steel weapons, again, similar to the civil one above. And hoardings. Okay, so that really gives us quite a few quests. And let's do Master's Tools, because we definitely want steel. Okay? So once we have 8 logs, I want us to just get 14 iron ingots. I'm not sure that I have the ability to do that. Can I do an ore crusher yet? Ore crusher grindstone for sure. Maybe it's in here. Ore crushers double your iron ore output. I don't see it. Man, I have a lot of mods. Now that I've unlocked all of the research, these mods are just out of control. I guess that's a good thing. Although it's kind of hard to find things. I wish there was a way to search for it in this menu. I think that I might have to do the steel quest before I can get that. So let's get the 14 iron going here. So I've got that's enough for 6 times whatever. I'm gonna have to get a lot more iron before I'm able to complete this quest. So let's start digging. And I'm gonna have to dig this eventually anyway, so I might as well start now. I'll have to fill some of this back in with dirt, I suspect. If I want to maintain the natural beauty of this area, I will. But you know, you tend to always have a lot of dirt. Alright, let's get a discrete amount, like 50, which would be 10 more ingots. Really need just 40. 8 ingots, because I already got 6 ingots worth in the kiln, or in the forge there. You do need quite a bit though, I will say that, because you have to build a forge rather than just a smithy, which is definitely accurate idea of what you have to do to be doing advanced metalworking, but the problem is the game doesn't do a good job explaining the difference between a smith and a forge. You know, it just says craft, craft, craft. It doesn't talk about how a forge really what it does versus what the game calls a smithy, which is just an anvil and such. I don't think the game. I think the game could use a better mechanic to represent what's going on in a forge, the charcoal and the heating with bellows and all that. Okay, so how are we doing on iron? 34, so we're almost where we need to be. And we're getting clay too, which is always good. Okay, so now that we have sufficient iron resources here from right in our backyard, and I was thinking about not digging this one out because I could always get the surface ore from this one, but I decided, you know, it's just very awkward and always going to be in the way here if I don't dig it out, so let's go ahead and take care of it. Okay. It also does create the impetus for maybe a big flat area over here too. Alright, so taking the iron ore that we just got, we'll throw this in the old thing here, and we've got enough for 10 more, so we'll do 10 more. And let's put a little additional fuel in here. Okay. So that'll go. And in the meantime, let me put the crafting table down here. If I really wanted to be ambitious, I could do flooring. I'll at least place them all. I'm not sure I'm gonna have time to build them all. In fact, I know I won't. Okay, and then I'll go and we'll finish up this iron ingots stuff up here. Okay, so we have 16 ingots and 1 additional ore. I'll put the ore in our overflow bin over here. And 7 times timber, so let me grab some more timber here. And it's 1 smithy. So let me put these ingots in here. Craft the smithy first. Need a log for that one too. Okay. Oh, you know what? I always forget this. You can use your pre-existing smithy. There's not a whole lot of point in having a forge and a smithy separately, but whatever. Need more timber now, I guess. Do I need more freaking iron now? That's my bad, if I do. I need 4 linseed oil. Okay, that's fine. I do have plenty of flax, so let's make some. Alright, so the linseed oil, if you remember correctly, and this actually unlocked hoarding quest as well, so, but the linseed oil would just take, oh, you know what, we need to go to the kiln first, and make 4 of these guys. Alright, and then once we get those, we will go ahead and go up to the mill and put the flax seeds. We're going to need this flax seeds, so let me do 4 of these. In the meantime, flax seeds from the flax plants themselves. And that should auto-douse once again. And it did, okay. I'm going to take those. And we will go ahead and take these and those. We'll make 4 of these. And that does take a while to craft, so while that's going, I'll go work on the floors down here. By the way, did that ever give me the half-timbered wall with window? Yes, it did finally. I'm not sure why it would delay giving me that until after I finish that quest, but whatever. That might be a bug, or it might be just poor design. And so I'm going to do a couple windows down here as well. Probably, maybe one with shutters. It's this variation with shutters, it's kind of cool. Maybe one right here. And maybe one right next to the door also. Yeah, I like that. Okay. And then we'll do the rest as normal. On this floor anyway. Okay. And let's keep filling these in. Cool, this house is coming along. Not sure what it's going to be, really, other than just a house. It might be a actual town building, or it might just be a house. We'll see. I'm going to try really hard in the future to do the videos when it's daytime, so you can actually see how beautiful the area is, and the town, and everything. I do have somewhat long day and night cycle. I think it's 240 minutes. Of which something like 60% or 70% is day, and, you know, a third is night. I'm out of clay and timber, so I can't finish those walls, but yeah, we've got a pretty reasonable looking start to this house. It's coming along nicely. The roof looks nice. Okay, let's check on the, linseed oil is what I meant. A little bush popping up there. Okay, take the linseed oil. Now, under the Master's Tool quest, it wants us, and steel has been unlocked, so we have to go craft 5 steel ingots. So we're going to take our 10 ingots here. Now, in order to craft steel, we need 2 iron ingots and 3 charcoal. Charcoal is made by cooking logs, and you get 3 per. So I'm gonna need 5 times 3 charcoal. So we're gonna do all 5 of these, and then maybe I'll do a few more because we can use the charcoal as fuel and stuff. So I'll just do all those into steel. Again, while that's cooking up, I will keep working on the other building down there. I'll do 3 logs worth of timber. I'm gonna grab much of this clay. That does tend to get used up pretty quickly, so we might want to go get some more at some point. But as you can see, now that we're doing these logs, the steel is unlocked, so I can actually do that one now. So let me come over here, and once we get one more of these charcoals, I'll set the steel up for Q. In fact, I'll do all 5 of them now. So that'll leave me with 1 iron and 5 steel ingots. Once we get steel, though, we can, again, recycle the tools using the same technique of burning it in the forge, just down to the metal, and then we can put a new timber to make a new tool. Okay, so that's the first floor there, and we have a bit of a second floor started, but we haven't really gotten too far with it. Let me just see how that looks from a distance here, you know? Like, how's that house going to come off? Is that I'm going to need to go either straight across or do a peak in the middle, and then one more slope over on the side. Just FYI. Alright, so what am I, oh, let's check on the steel. Okay. So we're getting the 4th one, and we're going to need 1 more, and we've got plenty of resources for it, so it will be coming along shortly, and we're going to have a few leftover charcoals and one leftover iron. Now it wants me to craft a forge. Let me grab that iron. Okay, so the forge is right, oops, let me grab that iron there as well. Okay, forge is right here, and we need 5 steel, it says, okay. And a log. I have to go grab one. Oh, I'm out of food, sorry. Couple peas, I guess. I'll have 1 leek, 2 mangolds, couple mushrooms, couple lettuce. I'm just kind of poking around at my food there. Okay, that should get me through for now, and then I will go over here, and, sorry, we'll go and craft the forge. The forge is, where's the forge? Here it is, okay. Timber, 1 log, 3 linseed oil, got 5. And what else do we need? We need, timber, and we need that smithy, so there it is. So go ahead and click craft. That might take a second. I'm gonna have 3 iron left over. I wish I had 1 more. What I could do is I could burn one of my iron tools and make it into a, yeah, we can make it into a steel weapon. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so it wants me to craft a steel hammer, so let's do the iron hammer. So I'll take the iron hammer. Sorry about that, I did it wrong. Again, iron hammer. Melt that down into iron. I'm gonna place... take these out. I'm gonna place the forge right where that smithy was. Even though that's impractical, I know, but it's just for the time being. We're gonna take that, and then we're gonna make steel. So we're gonna go with the charcoal and the iron, sort of do 2 steel, basically. I can put the smithy somewhere else if I want to. But basically, once I get that, I can now make a steel hammer instead of that iron hammer, so I am upgrading. And in a way that's somewhat, I don't want to say permanent, but certainly pretty sustainable. So I'm going to put the 2, this is in the, I need to go to the forge. Go to 2 steel, and it wants a steel hammer. Oh, there it is, okay. No, that's copper. Where's the steel? There it is, okay. 1 linseed oil, and 1 timber. Perfect. Okay, we'll craft the steel hammer. Very excited to have a steel hammer. And I think that completes it. Alright. So the steel hammer is going to be awesome. And let me just give you one demonstration. Okay, so if I hit this, one-shotted that. That's awesome. May or may not put a window there, I'm not sure yet. I hate these, how the cross beams are not consistent. Wish they'd kind of like make that a little bit better, but I guess it's my fault for not switching it. What can I do? I can just do that. Okay, and then complete that. Okay, so now that creates a little bit of a symmetrical thing. Close that window if I want. Cool. Alright, I like what I'm doing here. So let's do the beehive one there. And then I think I might try to wrap up at that point. It's been an hour and 11 minutes already, so we want to be thoughtful about that. But beehive, I'm guessing, is here. Roman flour mill, I don't even know what... Alright, well, we'll come back to that. Beehive. Alright, gotta find the beehive. Boy, there's so many mods. So many mods. They need to make this searchable menu. Beehive. It's fruit bowl. Man. Acorn throne. Drum. I'm looking for one that looks like a beehive. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's a fireplace. Nope. Okay. Looks like a beehive. Well, I'll tell you what I can do is I can go to the G menu and see if it's there. And okay, let's see here. Beehive. 2 timber and 5 sticks, so that would help narrow it down. So let me put 2 timber and some sticks, and I'll make that into timber, but maybe only 2 timber. No. Now I know it's going to be one of these that lights up, so that should keep it narrow. Okay. Well, unless I do it through the G menu. Again, this is you and me exploring together, so just trying to find this here. It looks a lot like that. Boy, I'm not seeing it in here, are you? Can I put it in the... If I go to the G menu and take beehive, can I just... No, I cannot. And I wish it would tell you where you construct it. You know, because it doesn't. Maybe it's just in my inventory. Oh. Yeah. Well, I don't know if that's the right one, but that appears to be the beehive, so let's go ahead and craft that. It's just in my inventory, it's not even a crafting table. Okay. I need to place the beehive near a meadow. I don't know what the definition of a meadow is, but let's just place it right by the gate here. So grab this. I'll just place it here for now. Whoa, shit. I got attacked. And I got a bee there, so I don't know what that did. Bee. Queen bee. Okay, I guess I need to put that back in somehow. Did I succeed? I'm taking damage, so I can't just stand there. Okay, I'll put that at the end, and it said press F with that in my inventory, so... boy, I need to eat again, though. Let's eat those mushrooms. Okay, well I tried to put the bee in there and it wouldn't let me really, so that tells me that it's got to have one already, I'm guessing. So we'll see what happens. I guess we'll have to step away from the hive. Obtain raw, fresh honey, obtain beeswax. So I guess I have to wait a little while for the beehive to get me the resources there, but in the meantime, let's go and let's do just a little bit of food stuff. Actually, let's finish this episode by doing food stuff. because I really need to, because I'm starving. So, okay, find cuisine, craft an oven, okay. How do I do the oven? 30 clay, sticks, need a little bit more, and stones, okay. Easy enough. Okay, so this is going to be how we cook more advanced food. So I'm going to stick this right back here for now. Again, this is like my temporary mess building. We're going to be doing much more advanced stuff at some point. Now it wants me to do bread. Okay, so bread. So I do have, I actually have it on my inventory, I think. Yes, 2 sets flour, so I'll do 2 breads. And that'll give me a decent amount of food because each one of these is like 8 bread or something. I forget. There's like 5 bread maybe. 4 bread, okay. And that'll auto douse. Okay. And it wants me to consume the bread, which I am more than happy to do because I, like I said, am starving. Okay, that completes that quest. Lovely. So now I can do meals and stuff up here, and I probably will do some of that off camera. I'm gonna keep working on my banner as well. I'm very dissatisfied with it. But to recap this episode, we explored, we got a treasure map or 2 completed. We finished the luxury housing quest. I will continue to work on that off camera. We now have 5 partial buildings, one of which is complete, 4 of which are still being worked on in some way or another. Of our town, we have the outlying cottage, we have the tavern by the road, and we have our cart. We are most of the way through all of the quest lines. We just have a handful left, plus a few more, and we're starting bees, and we're really getting into this, and I'm really liking it. So thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. I appreciate it. We'll see you next time on Medieval Engineers. By the way, tomorrow I have off, and so I will be doing at least 1, probably 2 or 3 videos tomorrow, which I know it sounds like a lot, but I'd like to get all these quests wrapped up and maybe start working on the castle a little bit more. It's just sitting up there, not doing anything. So anyway, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time on Medieval Engineers.